Goku doesn't care if the Earth is destroyed or not. He just wants to fight.
That's it,
bro.
He just wants to fight. Like literally, someone could literally put a hole through his son, and he'll be like, "I'm just here for a fair fight." You need a senzubi?
Give him a senzubi. He used up his energy.
I'm in a fortress, man, I feel trapped. King of the hill, but I'm still under attack. And I feel less inside when these weapons fly. And ain't nobody got my back. Cause I feel my aggressive when I'm under pressure. I'm losing my focus, I'm missing my steps.
So we're gonna have two of us on the side of Naruto. So that'll be me and Mr. Magbadello over there. And on the side of My Hero Academia, we've got Solomon and MK. So we're going to split the debate into 4 sections, and the first section is fights. So,
well, can we just we might as well just skip this section. We're talking about ninjas versus children.
Wait. Listen. Hold on. I knew you was about to say this. Hold on. Okay. All right, look. I give it to you. Naruto's fight scenes are beautiful. It has beautiful fight scenes. I'll give you that, right? But My Hero's fights are so meaningful. Like, bro, the message behind each fight is immense. I can't even
I've got one thing to debunk that.
What's that?
Go on.
Shinra Tensei. Did you not?
My.
Okay, fair enough.
Shinra Tensei, actually.
See, I think that's one of the problems with this even argument. See, you're arguing against Naruto, which has a complete development, time skip, and complete story, potential fulfilled. But here at Academia, we don't even know where it can progress. You don't even know where this story is going to go. Like, we know a time skip is going to happen. Yeah, we ain't even seen that yet. And you're already comparing it to Naruto. Give it its props.
Fine, then let's if we're talking about from an anime perspective, let's skip Shippuden and just focus on the original Naruto series.
I'm not gonna lie, Naruto kind of still wins.
But see,
minus the filler,
right?
The fights are better.
No, we don't even need to talk about the filler, right? But see, here's my problem with the fights. The animation is dope, and then the scope of the world is amazing. You see all of these things happening. But then for me, Naruto as a person, Sasuke as a person, they have their motivations, their goals, but a lot of the times they're fighting just to fight, right? Like in the Forest of Death, the first time they fought Orochimaru, dope. It was crazy, but they didn't even know what they were fighting for. They were just fighting because they need to fight.
It's true.
Okay. Okay, that's a fair point about Naruto and Sasuke, but I'm gonna bring it to a different fight that was in the first half of Naruto, which is Rock Lee versus Gaara.
That's not. You can't play your trump card at the beginning, though. Come on.
That's one of the best.
That fight had it was more than just like cool animation or like the physical fight. Like that fight had layers. Because that was about 2 competing themes, which is hard work versus natural talent. And even though everyone wanted Rock Lee, like the actual story was very realistic, because like no matter how hard Rock Lee was working, you just can't compete with Gaara, and that was just. Like, come on, man! Like, let's not
even forget the animations when he dropped off the weights.
That's really
when he came to the top, of the statue, and he said, "Oh yeah, Master, can I do it?" Master's like, "Do it!" He's like, "Yes." I was like, "What's those little weights gonna do?"
She brow sensei.
I said, "No way!" I said, "This guy's finished," and I said, "Boom!" I said, "Shit."
Nah, it was different. He different. But bro, listen.
Amazing.
He beat the ultimate defense just by speed.
See, here's the thing. Rock Lee versus Gaara, no one can ever deny that it's an amazing fight, right? But Naruto, the show, contradicts it. That's the one problem I have with Rock Lee versus Gaara, right? Because what the theme of the show ends up being is, or Naruto's whole deal is hard work beats natural talent. So I'm going to tie that fight, Rock Lee versus Gaara, to Naruto versus Neji, right? Because Naruto beat Neji with one. So Neji should have beaten Naruto 100%.
100%.
Because Neji, go ahead. Because like Neji laid into Naruto for the whole fight. He blasted all his pressure points and everything. Naruto beat him with one punch, right? So even though the theme is supposed to be hard work beats natural talent, Naruto didn't work hard to win. He just had the 9-tailed fox. right? So in my opinion, the fights of the show contradict the themes of the show.
It's true.
Okay.
So
But I feel like the interesting thing is that My Hero Academia is actually heading in that direction as well. Like, if you look at the
I
way
think it's already there.
has acquired all of these past quirks, just the nature of any kind of show.
Wait, hold on. No manga spoilers in this podcast.
okay.
Welcome.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Time.
Number two. Let's get all the rules and regulations. Do you remember in the beginning of Naruto, what was the fight? Why can everyone do these things? Because everyone has chakra and jutsus. Remember hand symbols? Oh, let's just throw it that way. Let's just
Never.
God tip
To be fair, they threw it away in Shippuden.
Yeah, but regardless, bro, you know, don't it? See, now suddenly you want to forget about Shippuden. Don't try it.
You're the one who said we should forget about
At the
Shippuden.
very least, the Boku no Hero Academia is consistent.
Exactly.
It's consistent.
Bro.
No, wait. If it was consistent, let's be serious. Deku would actually be dead. Because
I disagree.
This guy.
I think it's consistent.
Look at the amount of times this guy has pretty much destroyed his body. Like, just so that someone with a convenient healing ability can just.
It's
heal
consistent. Yeah, it's consistent within the
we have a
world.
healing
That's
nurse.
her power. It's consistent
That's our
within
power.
the world.
See, no, Akin, you're being purposely obtuse. You know for a fact they defined this and they've actually provided a reasonable explanation. They've not only said raw, he can't handle it, and they've given repercussions for his powers.
His arms are messed up.
But also, they've given an explanation that there's a limitation to it, and there's someone who's helping him to recover from this. In Naruto, he's back after a week of sleep. He eats some ramen and he's back. You know what I'm saying? Chakra took no time to fulfill.
Body works.
Huh?
No. They injected poison into my. If we're talking just early Naruto, they injected poison into my man's hand. He just stabbed himself again, and it made it better. Like, bro.
Yeah, but Naruto.
That bullshit.
But the thing is, obviously, for most animes, it's established that they don't follow the laws of the real world for the most part.
I agree.
So they establish their own laws, which obviously they adhere to.
Yeah.
And for the most part of the original Naruto, that's actually adhered to.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Shippuden is not. Shippuden, they throw everything.
Yeah, Shippuden is...
The ninjas learned to fly. The ninjas...
I'm saying.
Like, oh my... See, when it comes to... If we're talking just early Naruto, in my opinion, the fact that Deku wrecks his body consistently actually makes it better, in my opinion. Because Naruto just learns new types of Rasengan. He evolves his powers and stuff, and that's the fight is just one Rasengan or whatever. Deku had to evolve his whole fighting style to start using his feet instead with shoot style.
When did Naruto first use the Rasengan?
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you something. How many abilities did Naruto actually legitimately learn? I swear you learn Shadow. No, wait, hold on. No. I swear you learn one jutsu. Like, actual one hand symbol. He only learned Shadow. He was, in fact, you know what I will argue? Naruto was a terrible ninja. This guy learned one jutsu, Shadow Clone Jutsu. That's it.
But he has the 9 tails.
He learned
Senju. No water. Man just showed Shadow Clone. Everything else.
Think about it. That one jutsu
was chakra manipulation.
And at the time, that was enough to pretty much deal with most of the caliber of opponents he was facing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you have to remember, Naruto lost a lot of his battles at the start. It's not like he was winning.
Like when?
So obviously, he was, because he would get bailed out by some kind of, whether Kakashi helps him out or...
but he would get bailed out, but a lot of the time he would get bailed out by the 9-tailed fox.
He lost to Sasuke.
That was before the show really started, right? In the first major fight that he had against Haku, he won because of the 9 tails. That was his first major fight.
No, but Sasuke beat him at the end of the first part of Naruto.
That was at the end. That was a draw. That was the end.
That wasn't a draw. Sasuke won. What do you mean?
The only reason Naruto lost, and to be honest, that's the reason Naruto lost makes it a better fight in my opinion, because it's character development. Rather than Sasuke went for his chest in the final clash, Naruto went for his headband to prove a point. And so that's why the headband has the gash in it. He was like, Sasuke told him, you can't scratch my headband. Naruto said, watch me. He did it, but as a result, he scratched it.
He fulfilled his battle criteria.
Exactly.
With the Haku argument, I do agree with that, but we have to look at the context of the whole fight. When he was facing Haku, he did actually use a lot of strategic moves up until the point where Haku was just too powerful. And for the most of the first part, this is pretty much Naruto. Naruto learns some kind of skill or kind of fighting intelligence, but it's never enough until the Nine Tails bails him out. Then obviously in the second half in Shippuden, that kind of flips on his head where he's got the skills of a fighter because he's the best fighter right now. But then obviously he didn't have the power to match. Well, he did have the power, but he didn't have control of the power. So most of it was kind of him trying to obviously control his power. So I don't think that's a bad thing that obviously the Nine Tails bailed him out, because there are times where when he came across a power which was kind of equivalent to the Nine Tails at the time, he would lose. Like it wasn't like a crux.
But should I tell you what my problem is, with Naruto, With all of Naruto's fight, it feels like he stumbles.
Before we start speaking, last point on the fight section, then we're going to move on.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it feels like he stumbles into victory, and I'll explain. Okay, cool. When in the tuning exams, when he was facing, is it Kiba with one of the dogs?
Kiba, yeah. Oh my!
You know how he won? He fired.
He fired on him.
He fired. And he meant to summon Chakra, and he fired. It was lucky that Kiba has an extra snow. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, he's always bailed out. I think I can only remember one time he did strategy, and that was against Neji. Like, remember when he dug underground and he popped out with Neji? That was the only time.
No, but bro. But see, here's the thing. It wasn't even just a strategy, because if we're going by the logic, if Neji was fighting anyone else, he would have won. Neji used the 64 palms on him. He should have been immobilized before he even got to the point he could use strategy. But then the Nine Tails bailed him out.
Convenient rule break.
Anyone else would have
bailed out again.
But it's not a bailout. It's the fact that, like, obviously at that point in time, no one knew who this guy was. He is the child of prophecy. So clearly he has some...
Bro, chakra points were meant to stop the travel of chakra. It doesn't matter how much chakra you have. It was meant to stop. That's the whole
human chakra.
No, but see, that's why it's a cop-out, right? And also, see, here's what's annoying though, because he did it. Let's even agree. Fine. He's the child of prophecy, but he's there going on about like, oh yeah, believe it, hard work. I'm gonna be Hokage. Da 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 da. But bro, the Nine Tails is the reason why you beat Neji. You didn't prove him wrong. You proved him right. 100%. Neji thinking like, oh yeah, I really proved Neji wrong. Destiny doesn't mean anything, bro. You only won because of destiny.
All right, cool. Let's answer this. I think how many fights would have Naruto won if he didn't have the Nine-Tailed Fox?
How many fights would Deku would have won if he didn't
have a quirk?
If he didn't have all Max hair?
Deku would be dead. With his quack.
No. That's unfair. That's unfair. No, I don't think it's the same.
They've both been given like secret power ups that.
No, but it's not equivalent.
No. Everyone has a quirk.
Exactly. Hey, I see you made it to the end. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit like, share it with your friends or anyone who you think might like this kind of content. It's our first episode, so things are kind of all over the place, but we're going to be refining it soon. If you like updates on when we're going to be posting and what we're going to be talking about, link to our Instagram in the description, and the link to the full episode is also in the description if you'd like to hear the rest of the debate. What else can you find? Oh yeah, the links to the people who made the chibi art that we used in this video can also be found down there, so take a look at them. They're awesome. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. I'm about to go Super Saiyajin. Feel the fire coming off my skin. In the future, that's where I've been. So I'm about to tell y'all where the end begins. It's all black, where my kin. It's cold outside, I need to bring y'all in.